A failed route in the deep. Secondly, I get the impression the other batter take your time and then runs with it. Pooja Vastraka, she's
something that's been 5 on the leg side.
This and 50 comes up for some.
They've looked good. Winning the World Cup, England looking comfortable. Well, qualifiers. I've been there once.
You come back to. He's made a few changes. Leather of the ball. It was. That's too far away. 53 without loss. 4.42 is the third one today. With the turn and nice to go for big shots.
Active. They weren't just reactive but proactive.
That'll be picked up. Pooja.
Ball for Marizon Cup. You can see how important.
Finds the gap as well. That puts the pressure on Radha Yadav.
Just rock back, and that was powerful. He's waited for it.
She's got the field for it. She can afford to top the fielders within the circle. 7 runs came of it.
Again, the rubble for
brought into the attack. And they picked up the wicket of the very first over.
I tell you what, if you think the crowd is electric today.
Right.
Everybody erupted.
And that'll go down to the boundary.
And wide. Chase. You feel good.
Not prevent that single. End of the over.
Look good. The opening partnership is break. I think it's just, as you mentioned, Andrew.
550. Well played, and it's just the start. 8. The South African captain. And I love that embrace from.
Number of boundaries on the leg side.
Yeah, again, almost. And with this partnership,
Laura Wolfhard, she does like playing.
Girls on the ground. This being another.
Yeah, she's got into her work nicely at times. So this boundary comes about bowler and a little bit quicker. The bowler on the back foot to
root and come back strong. It's always a lovely weather here. Push for the second. Might to come back for the second, the Indian team. 100 comes up. PFC First Bank. Laura Wolf.
Partnership for the opening games. They had it their way, picking up 3 early.
On the return.
Stand in the dugout to it, and then to see the back of Laura.
Needed a moment of brilliance, and that's what getting Laura Wolfhard to drive. Laura Wolfhard has to walk back for 60.
61 to follow 130.
For that 100 in the last.
How that head of hers goes. Gather herself with some.
The wicket is a bad mix-up for Sam, who's been batting so well out there.
One brings some serious ball watching on this, but Cup unmoved. Really, just keep your eye on the basting each other's ball, and it's an
mistake. Walks back for 38.
Comes out into the middle.
She's running with the stroke as Laura Wolfhard all along, but it just collect and whip off the bill.
Catch, and then follows it up. Brilliant in her follow through.
And a Kabolian effort for the fast bowlers on the ball, and she's delivered.
Arundhati Reddy on both the occasions on her follow through. Terrific effort.
India's hands, or the phase of
this by the Indians.
For own bowling, and here's another one
before that as well. That a best of 107, but she'll be provide a lot more solidity.
The debut in the second ODI,
fielder otherwise, but this is, I think, a big.
Quick wickets. Unfortunately, the run here to try and get to a
And they're drawing up. Change of angle works for Marizan Kap. And Veda Krishnamurthy almost.
Shreyanka Patil changing that angle on the up, and she's not going to. The Indians are putting more pressure on the. Wickets, and they've lost it.
Really set the cat among the pigeons in the last clerk. And Shreyanka Patil success. Playing with hard wrists as well. And that.
It's bowling around the stumps to her right hand. Big gap between covers and short third. Gets it in the right area. It's fair.
She's making the batters think.
enjoys coming round the wicket.
Off spinner to her right. Sunday afternoon, there's a lot of people coming.
Clark, she's a powerful hitter of the.
Perhaps you'd set the line of off stump. You get in a good position. And it's really short from her. So first dominates in that particular delivery.
And after that, made her.
The surface onto her.
Make this a competitive.
141 for the loss of 4 wickets. In the second one-day international, where South Africa knows exactly that she can call, and both need to be there.
Marizan Kap with that brilliant hunt.
Broken.
Building 23 off 33 of Suneli's, that middle stump. The one expensive over. Suneli's.
Rodriguez will clean it up. Just manages to get back in. To hear your thoughts as well.
So this Pooja Valsarkar right on target, but there was that back pad gap, making the South African batters.
Suneli is stuck to the, probably making up her mind, which is already too late. In the middle phases of the game.
Spinners brings in, even over without having Renuka Thakur. It
1 over.
The openers, and they think the pick. So one end, it's a good.
And the reason I say that, I'm just trying.
You extra pacer, and 5 bowlers. It's always about make one bowler, like today how Radha has been
The teams that India, being Australia, Pakistan, or anyone, you would want the slowest so far. Marizan Kap, Laura Wolford.
Look at the. Everyone bats in the top little bit, but we've not seen. So it comes back to the. Had they gone about their business?
Yeah, it looked under. Wait. So just to look around, just think about is the. And it's from here on, from this series onwards, your options need to be absolutely.
Check the feet, it's a fair delivery. Clear. Impact in line.
Everyone is. It's more of a relief, not a smile. Look at the turn. Shreyanka Patil has been reviewed.
A player's review for LBW. Signal.
Coming to an end, 157 for 5.
Laura Wolford and Brett Scott, South Africa have to play your shots. But still a long way. Formulate a plan. How are we going to get that?
Tasting of it, realized that she needs to listen to her form.
20 and 32. Chagasa getting into good positions, field as well, taking those singles.
It's just been a very wrong. If we had one, a tough one, the second one has both been on one end wicket.
Why? Yes. We can load out on the big screen.
Nadine de Klerk.
Seemed a bit full for her to go. Leg stump. Nadine de Klerk, who
A strong rip.
Kimball has been so good with that.
Was there some bad things? Is beaten both.
And also look, it's inside the line, and for a moment, and to some degree, there's, are you surveying the field? Are you?
Huge chase for Jemima. 196.
And that just
Couple of runs.
And they'll take them. Yeah, it just hits the foot mark and then
It's not running away to the boundary, just
creative.
There's a huge gap in that. Has not been that brilliant.
boundary. This is run fine.
And after being under a great deal of now you'll pick up 4. Then
That's very clever, that.
And does it smartly. He gets it successfully. 11 runs on.
India did really well. They were focused. And a terrific of the second.
as she so dynamic, so
The timing of the dive was fast.
The boundary will do nicely.
A stroke which should give.
in the mid-off and extra cover. Face of the bat, positives, picture perfect stuff.
Sort of body weight from Shefali Verma.
Good balls here.
Bat is grounded.
It's always interesting with those direct throws. Back-to-back boundaries.
Cracked through the bat ever so slightly to pierce that. Hit struck. Nadine de Klerk might not be the far.
17 without loss. Will be at the boundary side.
Here's Shefali Verma. Right. The numb. A bit of a tee. My goodness. Weight into the ball.
Just admire. Best from Smriti Mandana.
It's not hit her mark. The way to the boundary. South Africa has to do.
Whatever movement was heard in the over for India.
Another one copy or an action replay of the two very good follow-up balls.
What power. What play.
But Shefali Verma just nothing short of exceptional.
It's been a solid and obviously is the offside. And this innings, she's been in terrific form, been really brilliant.
who's in the form of a life. Seen just in the recent past how good she
Hitting the runs as well. Whether you know
with
that
the arm.
except a single and retain strike. That's
9. Shefali Verma on 18.
Lovely stopped. They chased hard and exactly that, but without stepping up, challenge the right-hander.
Nicely flagged. He will not hesitate twice.
And so trying to find runs. This holds up.
Very disappointed. She's done all the hard. Enough width was available for her. She's got to walk back to the pavilion. Dismiss.
Priya Punia is the new batter.
Manpreet Kaur.
Averages 30. And that will be.
Looks to try.
Priya Punia comes to the attack. Adjustment and the boundary.
Yeah, Connor. Nadine de Klerk is back in the ebbs and the flow, and there's the bowler. Matthews is Pakistan. Enough.
But I promise you, it's not an easy. And finding the gap with abs.
Nicely tossed out over there. Times it so.
Yes, you asked a good question there. You clears mid-off comfortably. The half century of the England.
49 balls to get to her half century.
Just a single shot that brought up a half century committed once she stepped down the track.
Smriti Mandhana, 52 off 50 games.
Side.
Hard work, asking the right questions. That's just why he raced away for another boundary.
Both sides of the wicket is Smriti. Awesome. And Priya Punya.
Shandase. Indian batter said, we're not going to shot off the back foot.
Away, just a single. The gears in their batting.
Spoke about Priya Punya.
Straight to the fielder. 116.
In the second ODI, she was very flip between her and the captain was really access. Mid to the second innings that she played in this.
The best touch. The most convincing.
Effective. And when you're good, you seem to get lucky, and no answers for the South Africans. Chased it. The momentum carrying it to the boundary.
You got to say that to the Indian batters. 300 runs in the series so far. One end of the game, the other end where the South Africa.
Keeping her senior look very good. Shefali Verma, fortunately.
Off the marks. 1-4 for 2.
Good. You just Verma.
Both of you played the cut shot really well. And Veda both. Stadium. Veda, of course, this is your...
Previous ODI, diving with the legs, gave that back, very good shot, up and over extra cover. Could argue it's a bit of sloppy work from South Africa. That
three-figure mark. This crowd will...
IPL coming in, women's cricket is...
It's a...
You've spoken seeing the result of the bowling into the boundary.
100. You see that high back lift. Marizanne Kapp was in that boundary.
Smriti Mandhana is in own way. She wants to get these runs quickly.
As the fielders, if you get...
And that's being about the fact that she came in Harmanpreet Kaur, that is.
This is the reaction time. And
A bit of work there for us. We talk about one or two players. We talk from 99 for 5. But in the first game, and that is your middle and lower order bailed to the batting depth in this Indian side.
Totally against the run of play and want to give anyone an opportunity.
absolute, but yet it's been a playing the sweep shot, pull and length, but the form she is not to be, and she's just.
Back-to-back hundreds, and then she get it all. Best of 86. So a lot to take out, a lot to drop your head, but there isn't in this particular series. You go
upcoming T20 World Cup that's scheduled in India. Come in on the options and back them.
For glory. Fine.
Yeah, the key here, nice and fine. And so it almost becomes a free hit for the leg stump. And well, away. Just through the gap now for 4. 9 for 3.
Full toss.
There's nothing more emphatic.